All right, welcome everybody to Brutally Honest. It's me, Jeff,
Nike.
and then we got a special guest, Mr. Neen, with us today. Today's topic is how have things changed over generations as far as relationships role. And today we're gonna start off with
I will get the thing off.
let's go with you, Nike.
You go with me?
You say you had a lot of stuff you want to get off your chest
I'm
on
a
this
special
one.
guest.
Oh, well, go ahead, Mr. Neen.
Oh, okay. So you said that our topic is how have relationship roles changed over the last couple of years or decades?
Yeah, generation.
Generational. So I'm thinking back to, before our time when our parents were just starting off, and I believe that men had the responsibility of being the breadwinner. Women were more of the homemaker. The only time women really went out to work was in times of war, or if they were single because of men being in jail or incarcerated or death,
Thanks.
or because of health. But we don't have that issue now. Women have now become empowered, not only with the same educational level, but also with roles that typically men held. And because of that, I feel that men have regressed in their responsibility. What do I mean by that? Before, men took care of all the bills. Now women, although that there were single women back then, women now are able to take care of the household, not necessarily because they have these awesome jobs, but because they can. And men have gotten to the point where some don't feel as though they have to have that responsibility, and have kind of neglected what they used to be when my parents and my grandparents were there. Men were like the leaders. Now they just want to go around and have the dirty dick and spread their love everywhere. And instead of engaging with one and being that man, and we all know back then men had women on the side, but they knew their place. Now men feel as though they can bed hop and it's okay, and women just accept it, but it's not okay.
See, I agree with that. That's why I wanted somebody older like me on this motherfucker. But listen, to piggyback off what she said, that shit is true. I always say it, and I talk about this shit in the shop all the time. Us brothers have changed over the years. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the women pretty much still all the same. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that changed is the money. The money game and the education, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But for that, men have changed. Women still, they still want strong men in their lives. Men that stand up and do what the fuck they supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The men have changed. That's what them fucked up relationships. You know what I'm saying? Men ain't standing on what their principles are for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I'm not, this ain't no male bashing type shit, but I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? Because, in my household, I got a strong woman, but I stand on the shit, you know what I'm saying, I supposed to do is being a man, and that shit works. Regardless if she make more money than me or not, I'm a leader in my household. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader around most people I know, and that's how men's supposed to be. And it's like, we don't fail the fuck off, and you know what I'm saying, women like, well, fuck it, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, you know what I mean? So that's how shit kind of went. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know when the fuck we fell off, but that's why relationships are fucked up now, because niggas ain't taking responsibility for the shit they supposed to be.
Now,
Go ahead, Jeff.
okay. Now I have a question. Now, how would you feel when I say that some women may seek out men that are not leaders like that?
Much,
What I'm saying is
I'm talking to all this.
my bad. What I'm saying is some women, they feel like they need to be the alpha in their house. Like whether they make more money or not, they feel like they have to be the authority, the figure, they the head, the honcho, the HBIC or whatever it's called, and is their way or the highway. Now I understand that you both said that men have regressed, and I can only go about the life I've lived, and I just feel like everything been the same, but that's a little different. But what I'm saying is, how would you say that women have changed as far as their role, about them wanting to lead more? Because like you said, women have been more educated. They're getting jobs that were mostly dominated by men at a certain point in time, Now, how do you feel about them being in roles where they're just like,
You gonna answer this, or you want me to go?
I want a man that's not necessarily my level or around my level, but I still want to be in charge of everything we do.
Okay. Well, some of that is from what they are replicating from their parent, because a lot of these women may have grown up in only a single parent, mother-led household and seen that the mother had to get it done, may have struggled a little, but now I'm in a position where I have this job that pays me all of this, and although I want a partner in my space, I want to be in charge, because I still want you to understand that I don't really need you. I can take care of this by myself, but I just want you here. And it's not the aggression, it's not being aggressive, but some of it is the replication from what they see. Now, a lot of these changes happen with male and female roles. I kind of seen it happening like at the beginning of the 70s, when they started that drug war and they started arresting all the men, and women had to step up. They took all these men and incarcerated them for things that really shouldn't have been. They started to, what do you call it? When you have a man and you try to make him less than. I can't think of the word right now because I'm upset about something else. But they emasculated a lot of men by having women who have now, women started going to college. They started going out of the household. Men started being replaced by either electronics or robotics. So now men who had a skill are now replaced by mechanics. So now they've come out. They didn't have a chance to go to college because they had to be the wage earner, whereas women could go. So now you have women that I wouldn't say are smarter than, but more educated and have this piece of paper. So other people are putting women in these positions that men have held. So men may feel emasculated, and now they have to stay home, and they feel like, okay, now she has the power because she has the money. I'm home. So I think over the years, through the 70s and 80s, because of the mass incarceration, the emasculation, the placement of women in these positions, that women now feel like, I gotta get it. So they have this mentality of, I'm the alpha,
right,
and you either have to roll with me or get rolled over. Some, because there's still some women who might be CEO and come home and still give that man 51% because they have that respect of a relationship. So, what do you think?
I agree with that. You know what I'm saying, to a lot of points, but I look at it from, you know what I'm saying, from, like I said, just from me and my personal experience. Like, no matter how strong a woman is, if you a man about your shit, that woman gonna respect the shit out you. I don't give a damn what she done built. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, because black women have always been strong in the household. Like I always say, when we was coming up, hell, even now, if a dude got a woman, she always ran shit in the household. So there's nothing different about that. Like I said, women's role ain't never changed. Men done changed the fuck up entirely. Because guess what? Every time a man goes out and he got an old lady, what do we say if he live with his girl? Let me go check my girl first. Right? You say that automatically. Women's role has never changed. I don't understand that. Like, I got cats on here, you know what I'm saying, on the live feed right now saying, women have changed. Women ain't changed, niggas done changed. Step up and do your shit and be a man about your shit. You gonna get all respect in the world. If, like I said, if a chick don't respect it, move the fuck on. I mean, shit, that's what women do. If they don't find a man, if you ain't a man about your shit, they just move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? But women ain't changed for the most part. Men have changed, man. Men ain't doing what the fuck they supposed to do. And the men that are, we the ones really not fucking complaining. Because I ain't complaining about shit in my household. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just being real. Right. I guess, you might see it like that because you're young. But, like I said, I was born in the early 80s. So, you know what I'm saying? So I seen a lot of changes, how men have changed. I seen real men like get the fuck up. And I done seen men that got whole other families, but that bitch over there know her place. You know what I'm saying? She know her place completely. You know what I'm saying? And the woman in the household, she knows she taken care of. Ain't no bickering. He gonna stop all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be with that old suck ass shit. But both of these motherfuckers fighting and all that shit. There, nah, hell, I ain't see now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, well, dude sit there and let his mama and old lady go at it. You supposed to fuse that shit off real. You ain't supposed to do shit like that. I see niggas doing sucker ass shit all the time. That's why I said niggas ain't gonna like me on this one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling it how it is. Like I said, I understand women. Women gonna be women. They ain't changed. Men are changing out this bitch, and we gotta tighten the fuck up as a whole. Women that always ran their household. Women are the head of household. Fuck how a nigga look at it. Women are the head of household because when it come down to it, and you make a decision, a major decision, you got to come to her. If you live with her, if you respect her like that, you gonna like, hey, baby, check this out. You ain't gonna just do no important ass shit off the fly and be like, well, whatever. You ain't gonna do that shit because your household ain't gonna be happy.
Right.
What they say, happy wife, happy life. That's some real shit.
Well, households where you want to have your peace, but yeah, that's the main thing. Now, since we kind of get into that topic a little more about men changing more than women, how do you think that men would do a better? How do you think men should do? How do you think men should evolve to get back to the point where we're in a space where we can have that I'm the head of the household thing, and it's not just whatever you want or I'm gonna do this, but you be quiet over there in the corner.
Stand on what the fuck you say and stop bitching. That's basically what that shit is. Just stand on what the fuck you say and do what you need to do. Stop making excuses. That's most niggas' problem. They make motherfucking excuses for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see if the situation out of your control. I mean, but most of these situations we talking about, it's in your power to control that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially a real functional relationship. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, you got women fuck shit up too. But for the most part, if a man being a man by this shit, you know what I'm saying? You gonna expose that woman, you gonna expose that female if she a real chick or if she on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be a real man first to expose that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You being real go stand the test of time. If you on some fake shit, she can continue being fake. If you on some real shit, you gonna peep that shit like, hey, you gotta get the fuck on. Well, I'm gonna leave one. You know what I'm saying? That's how shit go.
Right.
Men actually control those situations and they don't even understand that shit. The woman gonna be her, whether you feel like she an alpha or what the fuck ever. I don't really care what she is. I'm a man at the end of the day, so I'm gonna be me. And ain't shit gonna change that. And I'm gonna be confident. Most niggas not even confident. Most niggas nowadays are self-conscious like females. And I'm watching this shit. I'm on social media because I have to advertise. So I look at this shit all day. And I deal with men and little boys all day. Niggas are insecure. Niggas have insecurity like females. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with y'all? And that's the problem. That's why relationships getting fucked up. Niggas don't have the confidence no more.
I also think that the media has a strong hold over some of them. I believe that there needs to be more because people are looking to the Netflix and all of these different programs to get inspiration from. So a lot of the way that some men, and this is just some, a lot of the way some of the characteristics that some of these men have are because they're trying to emulate what they've seen on TV. That's TV. Thanks. I think that there should be more strong family values of men and the characteristics that a man has. I think that guys have kind of stepped back from the responsibility. Oh, well, she got it. I don't have to do it. So I'm going on. So I think if we had, since we look at the social media, since we look at television, since we look at movies, since we look at TikTok and all of these things to model behavior from, I think that there needs to be more stronger males that are putting out there what a man, what a husband, what a partner should be. I think that's lacking. I think it's lacking because divorce rates are high. So, and not to say that men are not having an influence on their children, but a lot of them, they will be happy to pay child support and I'll see you on the weekends, but they really are not spending the time to curate this man. I mean, they're like, you know, they're telling their sons, buck up and be a damn man, but how? When your son is sitting there watching you date 10 and 12 different women and seeing you lie, seeing you do manipulate and do things that really are not becoming of a man and the characteristics they should have. It's the honesty, the integrity, all of those things are missing from that because this is what they see happening on movies, on television, on social media, and it's being applauded. So I think if we had stronger male role models of what is expected of a man, because I don't care what you make. I make 6 figures. I don't care what you make. You could have a steady job as a janitor, but if you go to work every day and you doing your shit, when you come home, you are the man. You have that responsibility, and I'm gonna lend myself to it. But I also need you to be that man. I don't need to say, this is my husband, and I'm gonna give him the respect of my husband, and you come in and you're like, well, whatever you say. Well, the kids was acting up. Well, what you want to do? Well, what are we gonna do about this issue with this finance? I don't know. Motherfucker, say something. Say something. I don't care if you say something and we do it and it's wrong. If we fail at it, at least we know we can't do that shit again, and we try something else. But I need you to be the man, because it's not about the finances. It's about the actual responsibility of stepping up and being that person, being that lead. Now, are there times when women have to lead? Yes. It's not always going to be where he's 51 and I'm 49. Sometimes I might need to be 80 and he have to be 20 for whatever reason. But I still will lend that respect to him as this is the man of the house. And you got to be the man. I'm sorry. And I know some of it is a little bit of old-fashioned values, but a lot of it is why we have such problems. And I'm in education, why I see the problems with some of the young men in my high school, because they're talking to their fathers like, look, like they the bitch. Like I've heard boys talk to their father, man, I ain't doing that shit. Who you talking to? You came up here to get me. I'm going to the car. I'm doing this, and I'm thinking to myself, and I step to the child, and I'm like, who you talking to like that? And they like, well, Miss Richardson, you know, he don't. Whole tone changes, and I'm like, why is the respect with me, but not with this man? This your father.
But me and you've had a lot of interactions over the years.
Yes.
So, let's hear from the young boy. Let's hear from the young boy. Let's see what he got to say.
Me and you have had a lot of interactions over the years, and one thing that I've known for you is you demand respect. You don't you're not timid about what you want to say.
I'm not.
And you're outspoken about that.
Most women are like that.
Right. Well, and what I was going to say was, if the man is not like that in the household, then and they have a woman such as yourself that's outspoken or whatever, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna do it like this, whatever, then they might feel belittled in themselves. Now, not saying that you're doing it on purpose, and not saying you personally, but the woman in the relationship is doing it on purpose or whatever. But if feelings they might be hurt emotionally or whatever. And how do you feel about that? Because like sometimes in relationships, you go through like arguments and disagreements and stuff, and then that leads to a man or a woman going out and having and cheating or whatever, and then that results in say a child or whatever, and from that there's more discourse.
Can I take this one? Okay, check this out, right? We go. You said that being in your feelings and all that shit.
Yeah.
Look, okay, it's okay to be in your feelings, but I'm gonna be honest. In most relationships, I'm talking about solid relationships, the woman is the one that's always the nurturer. Like, okay, look, we need to talk, even if it's heated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The woman always, if you a man about your shit, she's going to come to you to eventually calm that situation down. You have to, like she said, you gotta be a man about your shit first.
Right.
You can't be on the wheel, you know. Oh, no, fuck all that. That shit don't work. I'm just being honest with you.
Right.
That shit do not work for real. You know what I'm saying? Most women, like I said, in real relationships, not this old fake made up shit we see on social media, that shit, fuck all that. We talking about real deal relationship. The woman is always the one that come try to fix the situation first. Now it's up to the man after that, you know what I'm saying, to accept it and move the fuck on and reconcile that shit. Even if it's on some, you know, some infidelities there, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if a man is a man, that woman can't forgive him a lot of times. You know, so I'm just being real with you.
No.
That's why women forgive most guys, you know what I'm saying, because they are a man about their shit. Now I can't keep happening. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna, some people tolerance are more than others, but for the most part, if you're a man about the shit, that's fixable. But a man gotta stand up and be a real guy by the shit. Like I said, at the end of the day, that's the moral of it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be a man. Okay?
You gotta be a man about your shit, and you got to also, you got to also be willing to compromise with that woman on how she feels also.
Right.
You got to be able to do that shit, man. Now to piggyback off what she said earlier, I know we could backtrack a little bit. Based on what she said earlier, a lot of the households are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Also got to do with, you know what I'm saying, with with women buying into child support. That's what breaks up a lot of relationships too. You know what I'm saying? That got a lot to do with it. But most of them are kind of nothing ass bitches anyway. They're buying to that shit for the most part. Not all. A lot are. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, in this one I'm addressing the fellas because you still gotta be a man by shit.
Okay. Anything to add or say about anything in particular?
Okay, I forgot what you were talking about, but one thing that I noticed that he said, and it made me think about something, is women can pick up on weakness, and if a man feels as though they have been, I wouldn't necessarily say emasculated, but if they feel less than, a woman who's on it is gonna take advantage of it, and it's gonna seem like she's bullying or she's being aggressive, or well, you won't say anything, so I made the decision. You won't do anything, so I did it. And men who cheat feel like, okay, she don't pay attention, she don't listen, she don't do this, she don't do that. But a lot of them have stepped back from putting their toes to the line with a woman. For instance, myself and my guy, when we have arguments, we can have conversation.
Right.
And then like when I get excited, my voice elevates, and he doesn't get upset or anything. He's like, why are you talking so loud? And I mean, he's a pretty laid back guy. He's narcissistic, but he's a pretty laid back guy. But and I feel like I can go toe to toe with him as far as words and
Facts
and dialect and whatever.
Right.
But I can be up here and he's like, why are you yelling?
He
And I'm like, I'm not yelling, I'm just getting excited, and he's like, you're yelling. We don't have to yell. We're having a conversation about it. Now, whether we have a difference of opinion or we agree to come to a consensus on something, what we're not going to do is yell.
Right.
Now, either we can finish or I'll wait for you to calm down, and then we can call each other back and we can continue this conversation. And sometimes it doesn't mean that he has to say, look, bitch, I don't know who you think you're talking to. You don't have to go there. It's about how you have come together, communicated, and built your relationship. So sometimes we get a little overzealous, and sometimes we have to be brought back. I don't even know if that's on topic, but I just felt like I needed to say it.
That's on topic. The topic is
I had to learn it. I had to learn it. That's a big part of learning.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a we don't have to have we can disagree all we want or whatever, but yelling once it gets to a certain octave, I'm just like, I ain't about to keep going back and forth.
I see, fuck it.
So I have a question for you, Jeff. Back when my grandparents and my parents and even I got married,
right.
It was in my 20s. We went through the steps of going through high school, going to college, getting a job, finding a partner, getting married, and starting a family.
Right.
But I'm noticing now that people your age and Christopher's age and this young lady's age are waiting longer now to start families and get married. Why do you think that is?
I can tell you one off the top. Kids are expensive. Growing up, I was close enough to have both my parents, but I've known people who single parent households, even if they're the only child, like not be able to have something and want something and that when it happens over time, it causes a negative effect, because you want to have a very strong foundation before you want to step into like a marriage or having a child.
So why are you delaying marriage? It's not just about children. Why are young people delaying marriage now? Why is it more about maybe cohabitating and then getting out of it instead of making plans that, okay, I like this person, we're gonna date, and then we get married? Why the delay?
You want to answer this or you want me to
I answer it. You can pick it back
Okay.
off of it. I feel like as far as like relationships now, waiting for marriage is, well, for some, I feel like it's definitely, you're not 100% sure. Like you have a multitude of way of getting in contact with other people. This ain't you got to call the house and talk to them over the phone. I can shoot you a DM and you stay cross country. So so I feel like once it takes a long time, one, to actually understand somebody, because most of the time you're gonna be texting or whatever. I think that having an actual conversation and hearing that person's voice and that person's tone about how they want to relay their message, I think that's very important. But I feel like the way we do it now is, I see what you're doing over there. I like that. I like you. We're gonna see how well that mesh, and then hopefully eventually we'll move to that point. But also, depending on, like, I mean, if you own your stuff, sometimes outsiders tend to come in. What I'm saying is, like, if I'm on social media, like y'all know, y'all said social media was a real bad thing about a relationship. Now it is, but social media is like, oh, this girl I ain't seen in 10 years since I graduated high school. She done shot me a DM talking about, oh, I see you treating your girl right. I want to treat you right too. You're right. And I think it's a lot more temptation with the internet.
So
access to that.
options.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments just said playing the field is still popular amongst our age for some strange reason. It's sad, really.
Check this out. I'm gonna tell you the real reason why motherfucker waiting forever. Cause pussy is $40. It's $40 now. The stock market plummeted on vagina. So I'm being honest. It's fucking up. It's fucking up everything.
It's what?
It's fucking up everything.
$40.
It's $40. $40. You young motherfuckers is fucking up the economy. But anyway, hey, it sounds funny, but that's real. It's way too accessible now.
Is that an age range that is $40? Because
shit, you got motherfuckers they 40 and 50 charging $40. But you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. It's crazy out here. Look, most people ain't out here. I have to be out here. That's the unfortunate part of my job. I would love to back off with social media, but this shit is like a motherfucker because I got to be in contact with everybody. Pussy on the average is $40. It done fucked up everything. Women done damn near devalued themselves, so it make it super easy. Nigga, how, man, I ain't gotta marry you, bitch. Take this $40 and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it is. Right. Like, it's fucked up, but it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was gonna say something like, no, because younger people are now more career oriented
Hell no.
education. No, it's because Gucci is $40.
Listen, I'm just being real. Like, it's like women females don't value themselves as much as they used to. So, you know, you gotta think about it. Back in the day, women put themselves on a pedestal. Even when I was young, I'm talking about the 90s type shit. Even the early 2000s, women put themselves on a pedestal. Like, real talk, man. Think about it. You had to have a rubber if she let you hit it. If nowadays she looking for you, what you got there for? Think about shit is now. Think about how it is now. It's so accessible. It's like, nigga, what the fuck is the point? I ain't got to fuck with you like that. I'm gonna get mine, you gonna get yours, we gonna get the fuck on. That's pretty much how I go. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell my sons now, hey son, wait till you get about 30 years old to get in a real relationship. Cause I know how it is now. It's not like it was back in the day. Women don't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why men kinda don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, women really don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching my sons grow the fuck up. Shit, I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a daughter that's 21 years old. I see how the fuck she at. You get what I'm saying?
Do you tell her not to take $40?
Shit, hey, look, I try to. I hope she listen. I mean, shit. I try to hope she listen. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw that shit on OnlyFans for a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. Yeah. Think about it. Nigga ain't gotta really fuck with one chick. Like you said, social media fucked a lot, all this shit up. I ain't gonna say a lot of, all of it. Because, think about it. Think about motherfuckers get stationed all over the world in the military, right? I can talk to the same motherfucker overseas and then me when she get home, hey, where you at?
Right.
I'm in Atlanta. I come holler at you. And it's just that fucking simple. It ain't like motherfuckers stay local forever. Cause think about it, back in the day, you really was lucky if you seen somebody away from where you were from unless you went off to college or the military.
Right,
That's
because
how it
most
was.
people marry people in their neighborhood
Right.
or in their vicinity, right?
Right. Pussy is too accessible now. And women made it like that. Females, these young motherfuckers made it like that. And that fucks up the relationship status. How, you know what I'm saying? Because look, if niggas really didn't have them options like that, nigga like, well, you know, Kush, you know what I'm saying? Me and her work together, we good. And she wouldn't act like that.
Right.
She got niggas from way motherfucking, niggas from Australia, hey, look, you look mighty fine today. You know what I'm saying? So her head done blown, the local average bitch, her head done blew the fuck up. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, she like, oh shit, the world is open to me now. I ain't got to settle for these niggas right here no more.
Right.
So now I can do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So shit, like she take a little bit of change. Think about it. These chicks pimping dudes for money to go see the nigga cross country. I'm gonna get these $200-300 for these niggas, for these 4-5 niggas, and go see this nigga I really want to see. That's how it is. Women's made pussy too accessible. When it got too accessible, it fucked up the relationship. Nigga like, man, I ain't finna go through all that.
So in saying that, that might be another reason why they're delaying, because they feel like for $40 I can go and hit it, and I don't have to be put up with the headache of this chick being at my house all day.
There you go.
I don't have to worry about
There
you
you
coming
go.
home and hearing you bitch. I can, and when I want some more, I can call her or call the next one. I can have a variety. I can have a different one every night, and don't have to worry about going home and listening to it. So if that's it, then we doomed.
Yeah, because think about it. Back in the day, look, I remember hearing it back in the day because my mom and pops have been ballers, so I grew up in the barber shop. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins that been in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Before I got them, so I heard all kind of shit. You wasn't fucking with a chick for less than $200. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga to spend $200, you gonna fuck with that bro? You know, she all right. I'm gonna fuck with her. Now, I get a bitch $20. Don't buy the motherfucking business. That ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's 2 pair of socks nowadays. Think about it. That's 2 pair of think about it. That's 2 pair of name brand socks now.
Right.
That's all that shit is. $40. Every motherfucker come up with that. That shit that these young motherfuckers devalue pussy and it fuck everything up. I hate to be blunt like that, but that's real. I'm not even being funny, but that's just some real shit. When it got like that, and motherfuckers like, man, fuck that, go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Or she feel like she can get over. Look, everybody think they getting over each other.
Right.
I'm giving her the little funk ass little $40 to get what I want. She getting this money. She thinks she getting over on me. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers are confused on both ends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now ain't no relationship there. So now, okay, I'm gonna get all this shit out of my system when I get older. Hey, I've been fucking up all this long time. And she like, damn, I've been selling myself short. Let me tighten up so I can get me a real man.
Right, but will you trust them?
See,
So where do you trust them? Because I know what I used to do with you.
That's why the divorce rate is so high. Because all this information comes out later on. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker like, mother bitch, I ain't know this about you. Nigga, I ain't know what you was doing that out here. So now everybody sitting up there mad at each other. I want a divorce. Fuck you. And that's how shit go. And it gets fucked up out here.
I was just about to say that because you made me remember something about like just like if a young lady was out here in her high school, college years or whatever. When by a certain time, you ain't gonna hear about that. I get back to y'all time. Nowadays, oh, she married. It might be somebody you ain't never met in your life. They done DM'd you a video of her going to town or something like that, and you just like,
I've seen that shit.
Blow.
yeah, like not, and it's not just because it's the person you in love with, the person you want to marry, or whatever, in a relationship with. It's just the fact that it's embarrassing. Like not like it's embarrassing that I'm dealing with this junk now, cause I don't know this man from 2 left shoes, but maybe you done did that for him 10 years ago, and now he mad.
Or how about they go in his barbershop and there's 4 or 5 niggas sitting in there, and you come in there and your girl come in after you, hey, you left this in the car, and 4 niggas look up and be like, I gave that whole $40 back in the day.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big ass problem. Hey, son, it's some funny shit.
But
that's how
I can see that. I can see that happening.
That's dead real. And situations happen like that. I've been in the barbershop, nigga, like, boy. I'm like, fuck, this shit it'll be a bad situation. I done seen niggas leave out the chair. Hold on, man, let me go talk to this bitch real quick. Go outside, cuss her out. Man, fuck that bitch. She got to catch the bus. Or fuck that I catch a ride. I done seen that shit. Shit go like that now. And it's fucked. That's why I've watched, like I said, me being a barber, I've watched relationships get fucked up behind social media and women devaluing their body and men not being fucking men no more. All that shit plays a factor on why relationships are not relationships no fucking more.
Right.
The divorce rate is fucking high. You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence is high as fuck now because of shit like that.
Well,
but
pandemic too.
no, it's because motherfucker got to sit there and they really finding out who the fuck they with now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody just said that people don't know how to court anymore, and don't nobody really know the person they with until they in too deep.
Well, that's true too. So sometimes
I gotta go back in.
Oh.
No, we're good.
Okay, but sometimes when you've been with somebody or you're trying to court them, like you hitting up in DMs, hitting text messages, calling on the phone, like the person you talking to might not be the real them. They all the facade. What you see on social media, I say this all the time on Facebook or on Twitter sometimes. Social media is a lie.
It is. It is a facade.
You can be anything you want to be on social media, and I feel like you shouldn't base like your experience with people off social media, because like people that do the little viral videos like TikTok and Vine and all that stuff. They think I'm doing this all whatever. Man, you meet them in real life, man. They down and out, but they chip her up in front of the camera.
Yeah. Hey, look, can we address this goof ass nigga that got caught cheating? Now, it's not the point of him getting caught cheating. This is why I'm addressing the shit, because it's goof ass motherfuckers out here listening to this nigga and they in a whole fucking relationship. Why the fuck is you listening to anybody else except for the motherfucker you with or your parents? Or maybe somebody that's in a strong relationship that you need to be listening to. Why you listen to a motherfucker that probably don't even know what the fuck is he talking about? All he do is mail bags to get pussy.
He male bashes and he tells women that you need to take better care of yourself and concentrate on making you a better person. And you needed someone else to tell you that? Because the basis of all his advice stems around how some man has devalued you and you shouldn't be devalued, and you need to focus on making yourself better. And if you want to have plastic surgery and then you want to do this, do it for yourself. Don't do it to get a man and all of this. And you need to work on making you a better woman. All of his relationship advice kind of centered around that.
He prays off of weak women.
He
you
does.
can see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers listening to this old simp ass nigga.
Now, since I bring it up about him preying on weak women or weak self-esteem, I want to know, like, what difference would that make as far as you listen to a dude on social media, which is the norm now, versus magazines back in the day like Cosmopolitan or something like that.
Surveys.
Yeah, taking
Right.
the surveys or reading a book, How to Fix Your Relationship in 10 Easy Steps or something like that. Now, like how can you say, oh, he's doing it bad? Not that I agree with everything.
But think about
It
it.
wasn't that accessible back then.
It
wasn't,
wasn't,
but it wasn't.
and Cosmopolitan was geared more towards white women. Black women began looking at it when they started putting black women on the front. But a lot of those Cosmo and Vogue articles and things were more tailored towards white women. And a lot of them were at home. Their husbands were away. They were sleeping with the secretaries. And they were telling them, look for these signs if you want to see if your man is cheating. Or look for these signs if you feel like you are better than this. And it was just a guide. It wasn't somebody saying you could be better, or having somebody call in or send in comments and then he address them. Baby, art player 123, I see what you're saying, and you could be better. You don't need him, baby girl. They didn't have that dialogue going back and forth. It was just a generic, here are 10 steps. Get up in the morning and say you love yourself. Try changing your hairstyle. It was very generic.
Right.
It wasn't. You don't need that motherfucker. Go and get you a new wig. And I mean, it just it's become more personalized, and because it's personalized, people are internalizing it.
Right.
And now I feel like I've been. Some women are almost offended that he was out cheating. Why? He's a man. He's a human. I don't know why we put him in a low box like he was the guru of relationships and didn't think that he had the capacity to cheat. He does. We all do.
Right.
So why do you take relationship advice from somebody who doesn't know you, that's giving you a generic, personalized response because you're watching his podcast or you're on his live? They set themselves up for that.
Right.
He could have been that type of person that just gave advice and people was like, oh yeah, that might be true or something. But no, it became where he was the go-to guy for relationships. And then when y'all realized that he was flawed, now y'all would have jumped on his back. He been flawed. He was flawed when he was telling you that shit.
Thank you. I'm
You just ain't
glad a
know.
woman said this shit because man, I've been looking at these goof ass motherfuckers clowning this nigga. I didn't even know who the fuck this nigga was until then. I don't even know why most of y'all motherfuckers listen to me and y'all live in relationships. You know what I'm saying? I just say some real shit from time to time. But for the most part, I'm not trying to bag none of you motherfuckers. I don't really care. But, you know what I'm saying? But, like I said, you choose to listen to what the fuck I say or not. That's why I said, if you don't like it, don't tune the fuck in. I'm not here to try to draw you in. Well, you need to listen to me. No, motherfucker, you gonna listen to what you want to. Take my advice for however you take this shit and run your own fucking life. Don't try to base your life off what the fuck I'm saying or what we talking about up here. You know what I'm saying? That's just some real shit. Don't sit there and do that. And all these motherfuckers listen to these goof ass niggas and then they get mad when, oh, damn, that shit didn't work out. He gave me some bad advice. Motherfucker, listen to yourself sometimes. What you got to say, young man?
Oh, I was just saying how it related to the passage of time of relationship advice. But I feel the same way. I think internet couples are weird. I think that the whole YouTube internet couples and Instagram thing. I think celebrity relationships are weird too. I feel like people put too much emphasis on celebrities like the Sweetie and Quavo thing. Like, who cares if they broke up? Like,
look, I like that move that nigga pulled. I like that move that nigga pulled when that nigga went and got that Bentley back. Bitch, the lease is up. You got to get that shit back, bitch. I ain't leasing that pussy no more. Get it back. Hey, look.
But that wasn't $40.
No, that wasn't
$40.
$40. Shit, that was a lot of $40. Woo, shit.
We
That
up
was
one.
No, we up one. We got that. He got that motherfucker back. Shit, he ain't signed that shit all the way over to us. That nigga was smart on that one. Cause boy, look, there's a lot of niggas get them cars away, and as soon as she get that motherfucking car, it's I'm going about my motherfucking business right now. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, look at it. You smart on that one.
I might say, speak on the fact that people handing out gifts in relationships and then allowing them to keep the gifts. So I'll give an example like pets. When you buy somebody an expensive dog and then they break up with you and you allow them to keep the dog.
See, that's hold on. Let me get that.
Okay.
That's some sucker shit. To me, because guess what? If I buy you a gift, it's a motherfucking gift. If I bought you that shit, that mean I can afford it. All that, you gotta give me that back. No, fuck that. Look, I know how to get me some motherfucking money. Like I said, I'm a man at the end of the day, so I'm not tripping on that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I bought you something, I don't give a fuck. You can fly out all day with it. Bitch, I get that bitch 10 times. So it don't fucking matter. I bought it for you because I fuck with you at the time. So it's okay for you to have that motherfucker. Who the fuck cares?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only simp motherfuckers care about that kind of shit. I don't see how niggas like, well, I gotta have that gift back. Look, I've only seen women act like that. I don't know when niggas start acting like that. That's goofy as fuck.
We don't give gifts back.
Women, you know what I'm saying? Women don't. But women, I've only seen women ask for gifts back though.
Right.
I've only seen that. I don't know when niggas start doing goofy ass shit, asking for gifts back. If I bought it for you, it's yours. Keep that motherfucker. I'm
agree.
okay with that.
I agree. Now, as far as like the dog thing, I know, I'm a dog person, but I ain't got no dog. So, but if you got like y'all a dog, then I can see where if it's like it's a big thing. But if I got your dog, man, go ahead and keep it. I got your TV, keep it. Phone, keep it. It don't matter because, like you said, I got a gift for you. This for you. Hey, go ahead. Now, if I'm trying to get you in the Gatorade and you bring up, I need that back. I need that one back because it got to be returned.
I lost it.
It's on your finger.
So, Chris, just to kind of wrap up, the last thing I want to say about relationship roles is what men and women need to do is define their own relationships. They're not as black and white as they used to be. We do not live in the 50s anymore. Women are not wearing dresses with pinafores and standing around waiting on husbands to come on with their slippers. I say whatever works for you and your partner is what you should do, not based off of anything you saw with Quavo and Sweetie or what's the girl that's saying the trick girl?
Cardi B.
Cardi B and her and Offset. You have to base your relationship off what works for you and him or her or y'all or whatever threesome thing y'all got going on, right? But you have to have integrity, honesty, and communication in order for it to work.
We gonna leave off on that note. She said all that good shit, so I ain't got nothing else to say.
All right, y'all. This has been Brutally Honest. Check us out on Instagram at Brutally Honest 2021.
Brutally honest, nigga fucking up.
Brutally Honest 2021 on Instagram.
Y'all check us out, man.
Remember, man, keep
Love
tuned.
y'all.